So another day, another kit. We're going for the 2017 away blue kit. This is a very nice one. It's quite a bit old, this one. I like it. I really do. I really do. Going very close up to the camera right there. Went boz-eyed a little bit. But it's not about the kits really, is it? It's about the form, which is, as always, like the ocean design, up and down. As yes people, welcome back to episode number 8 of season number 4 of this Grimsby Town to Glory FIFA 23 career mode, here of course on the PS5 on the MWS channel. As if you're new around here, first of all, before we sing the praise, I have to address the negatives. I apologise on there being one day this year without, or this FIFA 23 calendar of course, without an upload on it. It was not yesterday but the day before. I recorded all the videos in advance, got them uploaded, and that episode number 6 really didn't want to upload. So we got it, of course, the day after, which is all good, but I do apologise for not getting one. So, with that little day, maybe you guys have been catching up, as if you haven't already, please do make sure you have, and subscribe to the channel if you're all caught up, even if you're not, and you're ready to start watching this series. I highly appreciate it. As you can see, spoilers now on screen, we sit 10th in the championship. Not bad for his first season, but you can see we are increasingly dropping away from them playoffs. You can see 8 points with a game in hand, but then there's QPR, Middlesbrough, Sheffield United, the Blades in front of us, so it is a bit difficult, especially with the games today and the negative rating. I don't really like that, you know, as we have Watford, we have QPR as well. We're going to play both of them too. Luton haven't been nice to us. We're going to simulate away from home before Blackburn, who we've definitely got to play. Preston and Burnley are up there as well, but I think I might save both of them for the next episode. Does that make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It actually does. Maybe we get 4 games played today, and then we play 3 and simulate 2 next episode. That's maybe the way to go. As Watford, we've definitely got to get his team right for, of course. Of course, we can decide players who may be leaving the club or maybe staying in this time period as well. Because, of course, contracts are done, but we're not sure on everyone entirely. As you can see, it's a bit of a tired squad going into this next one. Not a big fan of that one. We've switched it up a little bit. I might just shove Tommy Shepherd on the bench ahead of Jasper Moon. And I think we're going to go ahead and go with this. We've got Ryan Allsop in goal. Until it's possible we can't win the league, I think I'm going to keep going with him. And if it's not possible, not win the league of course, but get in the playoffs, then we'll switch to Carter Hodgson. As Eccles, Godwin, Sverko, Scales and Gleno make up the back 5 with Alex Moore, Harry Clifton the captain, and John McAtee coming in for Maguire Drew and Reggie Stone's injury, with Liam Cullen and Dan Cox, although a bit tired, is on tremendous form. And likewise, when we drop out of the playoff chase, if we of course do that, James Goodwin will get more game time, Tommy Shepherd will, and more of the youth as Watford. At Freeman Street, how's it going to go? And the Watford lineup we face today, it's Luling who got a goal against us last time, Pussetto up front with a Harton, what a signing that is. Of course, a very decent player, him. Or it's a Hatteren, I think that's pronounced. Lukic. Abdoulaye Decore is back, of course, with Beruato, Hines, Bade. Matty Pollock is there. I thought he was a bit higher rated than that. Of course, been at town before. Very big fan. Thomas Mounier and Stanek in goal. They've got Ashley Fletcher back as well. I think he were only out on loan in America. Dan Backman on the bench. Good team. Definitely won't be an easy game, this one, as here's Godwin with the ball in the defence. Straight into Eccles. Going to try and go forward slightly a little bit here with the ball straight back into Cullen. Now back in the middle. Across. Dan Cox just avoids the challenge a little bit as he's going to keep hold this ball a bit more. Harry Clifton out wide. Into Josh Eccles. Close to the keeper. Too close. Nice to know we've survived a little bit longer than we did last time, though. We really did struggle against Watford as we Hopefully won't be doing here. Eccles running after his man, but still they've got the pass off into the middle. And still a pass around the corner again through the middle. Got to get right side if we can. And we do slightly. Just a nudge on his man to try and get the ball. And he's give it as a free kick. No, referee. I do not think that's the correct decision. As I scored from a set piece last time. And it's going to be Mounier standing over it. But Passetto to strike it and strike it very well. Is it Passetto? No, it's a Hataran. What a hit. Honestly, don't know how to react to that one. That is a beautiful free kick from what wasn't a foul in my opinion, so I'm rather angry with that one. 1-0 to the Hornets. The Hornets with the stag on the badge. Always really confuses me, that one, but I'm not going to quiz it anymore as McAtee going down, getting back up. He should be up for this one, playing for the rivals, of course, Luton Town most recently. As Scales coming across, trying to get a tackle in. Who took a man down. It's through the middle onto Luling though, and that's two. That's two in quick succession for Watford. This is dire. This really ain't good. Look at that. Just behind. Passed it through. He stayed on side somehow. And the team's just not working today. It's 2-0 Watford. Made a sub as well due to the injury, but this is not good. Rotated the side up. Falling away from the playoffs, and I think if we don't win this, if it goes to a 10-point gap with less than 10 games, I don't see it happening. Probably a time for more youth to play as Dancock's making a bit of a move, but unfortunately couldn't get the ball round to him. Very unfortunate, as here is Eccles. Gets his pass off into Harry Clifton, who's going to sprint forward. The man in front of him as well, in Liam Cullen, gives it into Coxey. He's got the run around him from Harry, and now Eccles. Come on, let's be a little bit better, shall we? We're definitely onside. Ball into the box, looks a decent one. Think there was an offside in there with the advantage given as they've got another man down. Watford going down a lot in this game as that's passed round the injured man into Josh Eccles on the angle and saved. Really needed to get one back if we're going to get back into this one, you know, as Coxey has a bit of space and he's going to try and shoot through it. And we'll win a corner just before half-time as it's telling me to take him off. No. Why would I do that? As Alex Mowat to deliver in. Need a goal back. Sverko with the header dashing across the box, but no one there as Clifton back into the danger area. It's Eccles into Scales. Can't get one through the bodies. Not a great showing from the Mariners in this first half of this game as ball over the top and Liam Eccles coming across to just watch that one as there's the whistle with it. 2-0 Watford. Definitely got some goals to score. Simply put, not good enough as now Josh Eccles gets the ball in the middle, round the corner into Harry. We've got to start going forward rather quickly as here's Cullen. Got that ball through the middle, but he cannot reach his man. So now we're chasing back a little bit. Still gone round us. Burnley winning against the rivals. I mean, that'll only do well for their promotion chase. As Godwin to run forward with the ball at his feet. Straight into Harry Clifton. Now on to Coxey and Cullen in front, who does get on the end of it. Josh Eccles ready to make the run down the line, which he does do. Can we just dip one in right there into John McAtee, who doesn't get his head on it? Chance and a half. Still proving a struggle, and to be fair, the ball ain't going out of play. The time is ticking. I don't see where we come back in this one as Gleno. I know that's pessimistic of me to say, but we're not doing well. But he's running through here, and see, the final pass is just terrible. Take all the lads off if I could do, as they've got to run through here. It's chipped over the top of Allsop, and it's actually 3 to Watford. Never mind a comeback, it's about damage limitation, but they've been good. They've been very good, have Watford. And they have grabbed a third at Freeman Street. All started with that free kick. Subs are going to go through. That's the only benefit of them scoring. We get to make changes to get the players who are playing horrifically off the field. Not great at all. Cloud Melise off the bench. I'm pretty sure him as well. Or no, it can't be, because there was no time for him actually to come on as Watmore turning with the ball in the middle of the park. Straight on to Cullen. Going backwards a little bit. Ball through the middle. Can't get that final pass off. Just struggling as Alex Mowat to run forward. He's going to go from range and put it over. We'll get James Goodwin on. We'll give him 3 minutes in a game that looks like we're going to get beat 3-0 in. Horrific performance from the Mariners. Good to get a debutant on us. Can he provide something at the end of this game? It's into Watmore. Could he even score? It's into him, but he lets it run for Maguire Drew. Decision making not the greatest, but of course he is a young player. As Sverko not injured in that last move, but it is a 3-0 defeat at home. Chasing them playoffs, it can go to 11 points. That is not a great display. The fact we had more possession and lost that is really horrific. How are Blackburn doing? 64 points. It's 9 points, and they have actually played a game extra than us now, so we could take it back to 6, but still not great. But QPR next. After that horrific defeat, somehow, we're still kind of in this chase a little bit. But after that horror show, you know something needs to change. We're going to change it up at the back. Sverko still, I think he's a brilliant player, but I do think he's still adjusting to the English game a little bit. So I'll take him out for Shepherd to come in. I know I say that and he's a youngster, but I'm going to give a youngster a shot. Eccles is still there over Coyle, surprisingly enough. Delibashiru comes in for Clifton. Sorry, Harry, but this partnership in the middle looks very, very decent. McAtee still in. Watmore now up front, but I will make a captaincy change. Can't be going to a player who's just arrived. I'm going to give it to Godwin. See how he can do with the armband. Dan Cox surviving up front as well. Fully energised. See how he is from the off, as we need to be on it from the off. QPR in a big game. Every game now big for us, as Shodipo, Gonzalez and Driuchek make up the front three, with Sam Field, Charlie Owens and Andre Dozzell. Backer, Clark, Salter, Pearce and Kake in the defence, with Liam Kelly in goal. And Borja Sanchez on the bench for the R's, but still very strong, suspect QPR team, if you ask me, as that's a brilliant ball through to Watmore. 4 minutes it's took us, and a player that wasn't even in the team last time out. That's really shocked me and caught me off guard. It looks like we do want to respond from the horror show at Watford with a goal here. Another game at Freeman Street. The fans saw a horror show last time. They want to see a good one this. And Duncan Watmore trying to set that in stone straight away. In for Cullen and in behind the defence for 1-0. I absolutely love that, as Shodipo gets the ball from a pass around into Samfield. Samfield, we're chasing around a little bit too much. They've gone to the edge. They've got the ball back into Shodipo. And an easy save for Ryan Alsop, as we're going to get away with this one straight away. Delibashiru into Watmore again, round the corner into Eccles. And we'll pass that straight through into John McAtee. Dan Cox. There's Tommy Shepherd here with a ball into Eccles. And we're going to try and get going through the middle again. Delibashiru into Duncan Watmore. Duncan Watmore back into Delibashiru. Now forward into Mowat. Mowat into Watmore. Watmore's going to give this out wide now into Eccles. Get that round a little bit again. John McAtee trying for a bit of a showboat, but still keeping the ball very well here. Straight in the face of the defender, as it's actually out off of Eccles, has tried to be control, but still. Ball round the corner. Here is Josh Eccles trying to curl her. Looks like a bit of a cross. And really a bit unfortunate for nothing to come from that cross, as now they're getting a little bit of a dribble together. Got to try and put a tackle in, but we don't. Ball fizzed across the deck, but we have managed to get in there and sniff out the danger. Tommy Shepherd having a good game back in this starting 11 is the youngster. As that ball's not a great one going through his man, however, and we've lost it again. Turn is easy. Through past Scales. 1-1. Poor. Very, very poor. Who was that with the pass straight in? It's not going to show us that far back with the replay, but that was a horror show of a pass. I think it was Eccles. Passed it straight to the man in front of him. Couple of passes and easily in behind. Drouch with the goal, as ouch, I should be saying, because that's not a great goal to concede for us, as Tommy Shepherd round the corner into Josh Eccles, now into Delibashiru and on to Dan Cox. That's round the corner. Duncan Watmore cuts back inside. He's the man trying at the moment in a team that, I can't lie, just looks short of ideas. We are trying to scrap for this back, as we've got a chance here through the middle. Delibashiru, but ran straight into danger as the whistle's going to go, and it does. One apiece at Freeman Street, but definitely shouldn't be. Should be running away with this one, as Eccles on the ball, straight through to Duncan Watmore, and almost onto Coxey there, but still we get the ball back. McAtee into Delibashiru. We'll get that round the corner rather easily. Pass back into Deli. Now round the corner into Eccles. Back into Delibashiru to dip one in. That hits Dan Cox rather abruptly. Still tried to get his shot off though. Unlucky, as Gleno chasing his man back. Gonzalez through the middle and his dance past Scales. This could be a chance. What am I watching? What am I watching? This is an absolute calamity showing from these Mariners. Just easily around the corner and easily in the near post. Shambolic. Really not good. Really not good. And we're behind. I can't believe it. These have not done really much at all. I've got 2 shots off from mistakes of our own. So let's make sure we score. McAtee. What is that pass, mate? He's a brilliant player in real life, but I tell you what, in this save He scored goals, but I really dread to say it, but I've got to. He's been dreadful. He has been absolutely woeful in this save. So we're going to try and get the ball here in towards Tommy Shepherd, who's absolutely stuck, but again, the youngster looks one of the only good ones as Godwin's lost it. He's put up in a... I don't know what to say. It's just not going for us. McAtee withdrawn from Maguire-Drew, as this could be a task for Jordan because they've got a chance and it's 3-1. It's 3-1 to the visitors. Boos are ringing round now and the boys deserve it. These teams above us want the playoffs more. We've just run out of steam. Completely run out of steam. It's not good. It's not at all. Really not good as they've got a gap through the middle here. Slid in to try and block it through though. And just wide of the post from I think Sam Field who could have grabbed his second. Yes. And QPR's 4th. That's how bad it's been here at this stadium, which, I mean, it's a good new stadium, but it's the first time we've switched it and the form's gone off to the edge of a cliff, really. Won't be a promotion, 100%. I've got to say, I have no faith we're going to get these playoffs with the last 2 performances. As we get a pass off with Maguire-Drew, cocks it, cutting back, through to Cullen off the bench, who does grab one back. Very late on, skip that one. It's the Liams up front, and we do grab a goal from them 2 being up front together. As I run on this side, a pass down into Sam Field. Trying to get across and make an interception as here is Tommy Shepherd who can't keep the ball. Oh, that's a big costly one as well. However, we do get a throw in. And this is a last chance. I think he tried to up the fans a little bit there as he ran past them. Header into Harry. We've got to go forward rather quickly. Cullen's ran through it here. Referee's not blowing his whistle. It's Liam Cullen off the bench again. He's got a bit of an angle. Oh, it's saved by the foot of the keeper. And that will be that, I'm pretty sure, and is a last little bit. But where was that all game? Why did it take a substitute to change what frightly is a horrific double header at home? Good. Not good. So, it's on to Luton Town next. As Reggie Stone is coming back from injury, but I think a little too late. As it was Elliott asking to be in the first team. He is a right wing back who looks semi-decent. Can we have a look at his stats in depth? 80 pace, good physicality. He's actually pretty decent. You know, if he could go on the left, because of course we have Pritchard already on the right. I might give him a chance, but I'll let him wait a little bit longer. As yes, I did just switch my words around. I'm honestly off of it. I'm off of it. This form is sending me off a cliff as Luton Town. This could be a nail in the coffin. I think I'm going to switch back to the initial 5 games that we're going to play. Just want to go with that now, really. As I'm going to go for Cullen and Watmore. Sorry, Dan Cox, but it's just not working, is it? It's not working. He's putting in a shift, but we're not winning games. As Bryn Morris is slightly back. I might go and do this, because McAtee's not doing well. Moa just a bit in front, or would it be better with Deli Bashiru or Harry? Not really. I think Harry is a central. It's got to be McAtee. I'm actually trying to keep him out of the squad. What is wrong with me? As we're going to go into Luton, his ex-team, still in 10th, somehow. And we're going to simulate this one, see how it's going to be against the Hatters. A 1-1 draw. It's not a defeat, at least. Adebayo, the tall striker, and Alex Mowat with his first for the club. Stopped us rotting defeat schedule as it stands, as it's 14 wins, 14 draws, 12 losses. Very mixed bag, isn't it? As we are 10 points off the playoffs. I'm sorry to say a bit early on, before the end of the season, but I think it is done. As Blackburn Rovers is a game I want to play as well, after how frightful it's gone so far. Harry White, don't know why he has that low potential, because his stats are getting decent, but he's still kept out. As I think I'm going to just Keep a neutral stance on all of them. Still make all of them wait. As Godwin's saying it's not going to plan. I'm definitely not going to say I have it under control because I don't think it's possible. Frightful to say, in fact, as at least one man's back. Reggie Stone, as there's a lot of youth on this bench you can see as well. Of course, Harry Clifton's one of our own. Duncan Watmore is the only player who hasn't come from Grimsby on that bench. That is a big stepping stone. We've got James Goodwin. We're going to go with Elliot Pratt. McAtee not doing too great, so I'm going to give him a try. Why not? We've got Hodgson, Dennis, Pritchard on it. Pritchard's a very decent player. And, of course, Dennis has replaced Shepherd. He might get a bit of game time, as it is the normal team, really. Plus Stone. Cox back up front with Cullen. Of course, Hodgson, you're probably screaming, why isn't he in net? But we're going to keep on going with Ryan Alsop. Just a fan of Ryan still. I'm not putting him in at fault for any of the big mistakes so far. So, keeps his place. Blackburn at home. Gotta turn the home form around. As the team for Blackburn, Harry Leonard up front with Adam Wharton, Jack Vale, Dylan Markande. They all look like actual Blackburn players, so they've kept a lot together. Jake Garrett, another one. John Buckley, another one, a very good one. Teo Eden. Dominic Hyam is a sign-in from Coventry, I'm pretty sure. Carter. Callum Britton made the move over from Barnsley, of course, after the relegation. And Thomas Kaminski. To say they're that high up, pushing where they are pushing, they've hardly changed the squad. And like I always do, I praise them a lot for it. Keep a squad together as strong as that one is amazing. As keep on going, Scales. Don't let him round. We really can't lose this game. As Allsop with a pass off to start us off with. I know Kaminski's a decent keeper at the other end, but he can have his shockers, I would say, as a shot from range coming in. Hits Marin Sverko straight up as we're chasing them down here with Mowat. Tried to slide in. I knew that ball would go in there, but couldn't block it. As they've got it on the edge of the box of Blackburn. They're chasing the playoff spots. Just falling out because of QPR. And because of us losing to them, of course. As Allsop, the first keeper to be tested. With a big save right there. As Scales is going to get running down this line as well. Can he cut back inside? He definitely can, but he can't get his pass off clear. Unfortunate for him as Cullen, with the ball straight through to Coxey. He's got to try and steady himself right here, though, and do something with this. He goes out wide into Coyle. Coyle trying to cut around his man, but unfortunately cannot. Not the greatest of moves as a cut inside from their man here as well. In the middle, around the corner, they tried it, but they didn't succeed as Alex Mowat to run away with it right here. He's got a bit of pace. It's 57 pace. It's not working too badly for him. Britton, his ex-teammate, coming across. Got a good ball towards Coxey as it falls to Deli Bashiru into Reggie Stone back in the team. Tried to get a shot off. Tackled only as far as Coyle into Coxey again. He just needs to grow a couple more inches, doesn't he? A few goals at one point did Dan Cox, but now he's slipping away from him again as they're slipping away down this side of Glenose. Not great defending. And Allsop with a brilliant save. I think it might have slightly been going over, but better safe than sorry as corner balls have got to be careful from. They've gone short and now gone all the way to the edge. Got to make sure they don't really put it in. It's a turn. It's Scales to try and keep this, and he does get it out to Coyle. And now we've got to run. Go on, Coyle. Go on, Louis Coyle. I keep calling him the ex-Hull City player, but he is the Grimsby captain at the moment. I don't think he's got the armband on right now, but he's focusing on his football as it's towards Coxey again. But he doesn't get there as Reggie tackled and nothing given. It's an okay tackle, but it was through the back as now a pass on. Tackle in there. Coyle needs to go backwards and does slightly into Marine Severco. Over the top into Gleno as it looks like it might be 0-0 at half-time. Feeding it down the line to Coxey, who's not going to get on it. Not had a good day at the office. Seen as everything's kind of been to him, but we're going to keep going with it. Half-time, stalemate. As here is Cullen with the ball straight away at the start of this half. Gets it around the corner into Coyle. We'll try a front post cross, but it is still Coxey getting to that front post. Can't really hit the other striker, Liam Cullen. Not in the positions, really, because he's everything magnetically going to Dan Cox. I can't really speak, can I? Then again, they can't pass in a straight line. They're panicking at the start of this second half, which we've got to make the most of. Mowat and Cox. It is Alex Mowat running this game. He got the goal against Luton, of course, in the last one. It's got him going with momentum a little bit. As Sverko coming across. Ball completely passed out of play, though. Just under the hour mark into this one. Blackburn, I thought, had made a change, but they actually haven't. Preston next. They're up there, aren't they? That's not going to be an easy one. as a pass into an offside Cullen. Just not working, as the only players got on the bench as well, apart from Watmore and Harry, are the very young youngsters, like literally just out of the academy, as that's a ball through onto Cullen. Cullen's got a man in front of him running, but he's not going to get on the end of that one. We are going to lose out on it as the pass forward straight into the man. Tried to come across right there, haven't won it, but Godwin does right here. Pass across into Cullen, as Cullen's going to hit Coyle running with him. Still, we'll give it back to him. Can we get a run around the corner? We do. Feeding it down the line, but it ain't working. So run through the middle slightly here from Blackburn, and pass over the top. 15 minutes to go. Game's all open, I would say. Of course, they don't have Burton Diaz anymore. Sold him on and still progressing up that table. Just plaudits to Blackburn Rovers as they've got the ball on the edge of the box. Going for a power one. Blocked from Marine Sverko, but still we need to try and shuffle across. Looking for a gap is Dolan. Round the corner, they do find one, but a good tackle in the end. And come on, I don't really want another draw, but I guess it isn't the worst thing in the world. As Reggie Stone waiting for a bit of an overlap. It goes all the way out to Coyle as Dan Cox is at the back post. Can he get to that one? He does. Back across by their own man. And no one was there to try and block that one off. Still, no subs going through in this entire game. Really weird one, but we're still going to go for it. Reggie Stone puts it through. Unlucky Deli Bashuru. Very unfortunate as we're across to make a tackle. Deli Bashuru through the middle. A bit of a dodgy pass, but it has worked out. Not long added on as Cox is just got to run into this gap. Maybe a last chance, but the referee has just had a howler. How do you blow the whistle right there? 0-0 against Blackburn. And I think that is the game that definitely 100% certainly sinks it. Not saying would have scored from that last chance, but Dan Cox definitely got the better of his man. As Alex Samoa is the man on the TiVo at the moment. 11th in the league, Huddersfield and Barnsley, at least we're above some localish rivals. Hull City, of course, down there as well. They fell off big time, didn't they? As it's more draws than wins, in fact, now. Being a draw inside with 12 points off QPR with a game in hand. Safe to say, we're just playing for a high finish. As you might have just seen me get a loan deal in for Bryn Powell. I did accept that one. As Preston's up lastly, and this is away from home, I'm pretty sure, and a good team and simulated. Oh, it's rough, isn't it, as they want to fix up the contract. Should focus on your football, Caden, because I don't think he's staying here. I really don't. And it's harsh to say because he's been a decent player in the past, but I don't, as there's only 2 players now under 70 rated in this first team, which is a very good job. Credit to, of course, the players themselves, as you can see we are going to maybe make a change. I'll go for it. It's late on in the season. I'll put Carter Hodgson in for Allsop. Why not? Why not? And we'll go for Pritchard ahead of Coyle. Just switching it up a little bit because I do think it's gone. Reggie Stone does stay in despite not being fully fit. Preston at Deepdale, away from home. Let's see if we can do it against them. We definitely cannot. It's a 2-1 defeat. Liam Cullen on the score sheet, Lee and Steerhouse for them. That is 4 defeats today. Oh no, 3 and 2 draws. 0 wins. I am getting League 2 flashbacks as we've got a loan offer for Ewan Pratt. Don't want to get every player out on loan, but of course I do want to get some out, so I'll go for a short term with him. See what comes back with that one. As Hugo Stewart, he's out on loan in that position for a year, but he's not really got the game time in that year, has he? They've really butchered him a little bit. As we're away at Turf Moor at the start of next episode, as here are our players going out on loan. Bryn Powell to Lugo. Hope he has some luck next season. Burnley. Oh, we've dropped to 13th. Oh, we've dropped to 13th. Are we safe? Yeah, we're definitely safe, but if it were a bit earlier that this drop-off happened, I wouldn't be saying that. Watford, who beat us 3-0, are in fact top of the league. Burnley a second, Brentford a third, Norwich fourth. That is a very, very bog standard championship table, if you ask me. The only surprises are Sheffield United as low as they are, and Luton, I'd say, as low as they are. Yeah, and Swansea. Swansea you don't usually see down there, although sometimes can be. As it's not been too great of an episode, has it? What are we going to look at to round this up? I'll look at the squad hub. As you can see, 106 on wages. Not great. 38 players at the squad. I think we need to trim that down next season. And I hate to say it because I know I value youth. You guys probably value the youth in this save. As Duncan Watmore's gone down a rating. but I think we do have to trim some. Yes, we've got a lot of good players, but we'll have to pick the best of the best to stay, because I don't want so many being unhappy and such a high wage bill. As who's still not yet signed the contracts? It's Bryn Morris and Caden Jackson. Wage demands both not met. Find that very unfortunate, and I feel very, very sorry for them, but you're the ones denying an extra contract, as we're the ones who definitely need to try and progress going into next season. We've still got one episode of this one left, of course. I'm hoping we can go out with a bang on it. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Don't forget to, as always, of course it's not been the best from results, but if you stick through and you're here at the end of this video, just a big thank you. Let me know that you've hit this point in the comments. I'll give you a big, big thank you. As I thank everyone who watched the videos though. As don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on down below so you do not miss anything in the future. As that has been it from me for today. Thank you very much, people. Take care of yourselves. In a bit. And peace.